someone tried to abandon and ghost you lately to try and get over the grief and the sorrow that they felt after letting you go. But with the Queen of Wands, you're haunting this person. And I feel like them trying to be emotionally withdrawn to try and get over you isn't working. Because what's happening with this, with the Three of Cups, is they're abandoning and they're ghosting you, but they're still holding on to you. And they're holding on to you because they're calling it a friendship. But this is a denial of accountability. And it's also a denial of feelings on this person's part. Because this person won't acknowledge that they're secretly scared of letting you go. Because they're putting everything into maintaining a friendship. But what's happening is there wasn't an actual breakup or a separation that happened in the first place. Because I see this person gave you a friendship. And this isn't a friendship. This is still love. But it's this person being actually scared to acknowledge what it actually is. Because I feel like this person doesn't want to take any accountability for the fact that they felt that they had to break up with you. Because the thing is it's like this person doesn't even know why they broke up with you in the first place. Because there was actually no need to break up with you in the first place. But now what's happening is they're trying to get over you, while at the same time, they're trying to maintain a friendship with you desperately because they're still holding on. But I see that what happens is they won't take responsibility for what it really is because they know that they stuffed up, but they don't want to deal with it because they don't actually know why they let you go. And subconsciously, they know why they let you go was because they were scared. Because they were scared of your love. They were scared of being vulnerable because they had their walls up with you. And I see that what's happened is with the Queen of Wands, you're fiery, you're independent, but you're also not scared to stand up to this person, and you're not scared of losing you're not scared of losing this person, you're scared of losing yourself. And this person's not used to it because I feel like they might have had connections where it's always been karmic or it's always been a trauma bond for this person. And what's happening is this person's actually looking at you and realizing that your empowerment and your independent energy is making this person crave you and want you. But at the same time, they're scared because they're not used to an energy where they have to let down their emotional walls and be vulnerable, because it's always been about this person love bombing the other person to get energy and effort from the other person, more than this person actually giving them honest love. So the love bombing is not working. So this person's desperate now to try and get over you because they think they have to get over you because they're stuffed up and they don't even know why they made the choice or the decision to let you go in the first place. And them being emotionally withdrawn isn't working either. So this person's quite conflicted with what they do when it comes to this energy. And I secretly also kind of think this person is now so scared that they're losing you to someone else here. This person really loves you. And this person, they're obsessively thinking every second about you being with someone else, and it's freaking this person out when it comes to this energy. But when it comes to you and this person here moving forward, there's the Ace of Cups and there's the Ten of Cups energy coming through. There's the Call and there's the Queen of Pentacles. It does look like this person will make a choice and they will make a decision. With the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups, they're not going to let you go, but it depends on what they give you. They're still going to give you emotional fulfillment though. So even if it's a friendship, they're still going to give you a lot of happiness and come out of their shell and take care of you and love you. But what's going to happen is you have to make a choice or a decision about what is enough when it comes to this person and how much you truly value and love yourself. There is a massive lesson when it comes to you and this person here. And it's not going to be something that's easy, because you really love this person, but at the same time, you really love yourself, and you're going to feel so contradicted when it comes to you making a choice or a decision. There is a strong lesson involved when it comes to you and this person here with the Hierophant. But overall, I do see a new cycle and a new beginning that's coming through forward with you and this person. And I don't so much see you letting go of this person fully. You might still maintain a friendship or you might maintain a relationship. It depends on the choices and the lessons that you make here moving forward when it comes to what you do. The ball is very much in your court when it comes to you moving forward. I feel like there's a game of cat and mouse that's happening, and I feel like you keep reaching out to a person and then this person blocks you. And there's a reason for this. The reason why this person blocks you when you reach out to them is because they think they have control over the situation again. Because when you don't communicate to this person, they get pissed about it. Now, they don't want to tell you that because they're thinking of everything as like an ego and a competition energy, because this person feels like you moved on too fast from them and they feel betrayed, even though it wasn't really a relationship to begin with, because this person wasn't calling one, and they were in a lot of ways leading you on and pursuing you without actually telling you what it was that you were in with this person. Now, this person, they don't want to admit that they're pissed off that you haven't responded to them and you haven't communicated to them, because they want to tell you that they're over you, because they're trying to convince themselves that they're over you and that making the right choice and the right decision wasn't to fight for you. So what happens when you reach out to this person, when you communicate to this person blocks you, and they block you because they feel like they have control of the situation again. And they're blocking you because they want to make you feel abandonment in the same way that they feel abandoned by you. Because they're thinking of this as a rejection and an abandonment and that you've done the wrong thing, because they can't take accountability and responsibility for the fact that they led you on. Because they don't want to acknowledge their regret. And the reason why is because the strongest emotion that's haunting this person is feeling like they weren't good enough to keep you. And they don't want to deal with the regret, because if they deal with the regret, they also have to deal with the other emotion. And the other emotion coming through with this is the fact they didn't have your love. And that's why they don't want to deal with the regret. There's a part of this person, it's like subconsciously speaking, this person knows that they should surrender, because they know that no amount of running, no amount of waiting is going to solve or help this person get through the heartbreak. But they're still trying to fight themselves. And that's why the passive aggression and why the ego and the pride and the manipulation, it kind of gets thrown onto you, because this person has they have no avenue to put it on. There's no third party, or if there is a third party, they can't do it in the third party because they need the third party to hold on to as a distraction, right? But they can't like outpour their emotions and their frustrations onto anything else or anyone else with this. But at the same time, with the world, they feel conflicted because they know that you're the best thing that happened to them and they won't find anybody else like you as well. So this person's very, very conflicted. But when you reach out to this person and you communicate to this person thinks they have you back, and they think they don't have to change and take accountability and responsibility for their actions in the past. So they feel like they have you back. Now, when it comes to you and this person here moving forward, we have the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. You're this person's weakness, but they don't want to admit it. You're this person's weakness, and they don't want to admit it. You scare this person. You scare this person into change. And its change is the one thing that is needed for this person to grow with this. But they don't want to say that you scare this person, because they don't want to come across as weak and inferior. Because they're having such a difficult time when it comes to losing you and losing your love. They don't want to appear inferior. And they're seeing this as a sign that they're not ready to grow and heal from the grief. And that's the reason why they want to convince themselves that they're moving on from you. And this is the reason why they block you as well on social media with this. We have water energy here. We also have pentacle energy. Someone is trying to deny their emotions and their feelings for you, because someone's calling it a friendship. And the friendship side of things is helping this person not to let go of you completely. Now, I see that when you start to move on from this person, they start to love bomb you, because they're trying to get a reaction and a response from you when it comes to the chemistry and it comes to the infatuation of love. But I see that what happens is you don't respond, and you feel led on by this person. Now, I see that what happens after that is it's almost like this person knows that their manipulation or their love bombing hasn't worked. So what happens is this person abandons and ghosts you to try and take control back, to try and have the upper hand, because they feel so much regret about giving you the friendship in the first place that they try to gain some control back, because this person knows they can't let go of you. Now, I see that what's happening with this energy is that you feel led on by this person because you know that it's more than a friendship, but this person won't be honest about what it really is. They're being emotionally withdrawn, even stubborn and even passive aggressive with this. They love bomb you to get a response from you because they're scared to give you more than a friendship and they can't feel your emotions. It's almost like this person's scared to get to the bottom of the truth with how you're feeling about them. Now, with the Four of Pentacles, this person did try to let you go, but I feel like it was an energy where they still held on to you at the same time because subconsciously it took them a long time to realize they weren't actually moving on from you. They were still pursuing you. And I see that you even told this person at one stage they might have been pursuing you. And this person wanted to make you feel guilty about it. This person wanted to reverse everything back onto you because this person knew that they were feeling regret and they were being emotionally immature about the whole situation. But because it's going to take so much power for this person to realize the mistake they've done of letting go of someone so individual and special like you, this person doesn't want to confront their emotions because the one emotions that they need to deal with everything and how they've handled the situation is your love, and they don't have it. They don't know if they have your love in this friendship. Now, I see that in a lot of ways, this friendship is kind of like a way to try and piss you off because I see this person doesn't actually know if you want a relationship or you want love with them. And the indecisive energy is driving this person absolutely crazy because they're convincing themselves they have to withhold their emotional truth. But the fact that there's a chase and the fact this person feels like there's a chase to try and get you back and win you back is driving this person crazy because they don't want you to move on to someone else in the meantime. They don't want you to move on to someone else, or they don't want you to move forward. So all this person does want to do in a way is fight for you because they can feel the chase and they can feel that you pull back emotionally. But at the same time, they don't want to do that. And I feel like they're trying to now piss you off, annoy you and infuriate you so you feel like you can't move on until you get clarity, until you get closure from this person. And that's for this person trying to compensate and make up for the fact that there is such an indecisive energy. There's silence, there's almost like an abandonment as well, and it's driving this person crazy because the more they watch you, the more they see you, the more they get worried that you've moved on and they can't buy themselves any more time in this situation to make a choice and to make a decision. Now, I see that when it's coming to you and this person here, moving forward, we have the Ten of Swords and we have the Two of Wands. This person made a big mistake, but they don't want to take accountability and responsibility for it until they have your love. And you don't want to give love to this person because they're leading you on. Now, with the Five of Swords coming through in the reversal, the Page of Cups and the Strength energy, I really feel like this person's going to be stubborn and not budge. But I almost feel like they're going to be very manipulative and persuasive as well to try and get you to come back. And the second that you show this person that you're moving on is the second they start to love bomb you. Now, I see that when it comes to this person, with this energy, you need to keep your boundaries up and keep your walls up when it comes to this person because they need to take accountability and responsibility for their emotional immaturity because it's the one thing that is still keeping this person from feeling like they have to be manipulative to try and get the truth around your emotions here.